Hey everybody. So I've got my joke hat on because I want to tell you a joke. So one good thing about losing my memory is at Easter time, I can have my own eggs. And then I won't remember where they are. You get it? Of course I'm going to laugh at my own jokes. Okay, second one. Hang on to your hat. Oh, this is good. This is good. So my dad suffers from short-term memory loss. I hope it doesn't run in my family because my dad has it. That one's pretty funny. But it took me I looked at all kinds of stuff trying to find jokes for you today because, sorry about the hair. I didn't want to fix it, so I wore my cool hat. I got this whenever I survived my Subarachnoid Hemorrhage, brain aneurysm. I do this. So you get it, my dad suffers from short-term memory loss. And man, I hope I don't get it. I hope it doesn't run in my family because my dad has it too. What was I going to say? Runs in my family. No, but what's cool, even though I'm not getting sleep and I can't think clearly, they did change my medicine around so that I can hold still. I don't have to move like every 5 minutes, and that's getting better, which is spectacularly awesome because that was driving me crazy. But I'm so excited because he's fighting Jorge Masvidal. I think I said that right, believe it or not, this time. But it's going to be an awesome fight. If you like boxing or mixed martial arts, watch it. They're awesome, and there's going to be a lot of good fights that night. But anywho, I don't know how many of you get on Reddit. Not just I just recently figured out what it was, and I still can't. I'm not completely on how you. I know there's like a tutorial or something on how you use it, but I'm not completely sure on how to use it. But I've just kind of been faking it and answering questions and trying to help people and using my knowledge to try to help people, try to do something good out of something bad. But hold it down. Okay, there, that's better. You can see the light in here is real dim, and the light in there is real dim, and we're getting older. I understand it's going to be a little bit tougher, but I just want to be healthy. I don't want to have another stroke, For some reason, like, that's something that I think about every single day. It's like my only fear is my fear of, well, not my only fear, but probably my one that I think about 24/7 is having another one. I'm scared of that. I don't want my family to have to deal with what they dealt with again. And, me now, already with the short-term memory issue, it takes a long time to heal, but it can heal, But a lot of times people are left with permanent deficits, some disability of some type. And I'm figuring out what mine are. And, the more medicine I come off of, the more me I am. Even though my memory's worse, my speech kind of gets bad sometimes. My, shoot fire. See what I mean? I can't think. But hey, this is like day 3, no sleep. So I'm doing pretty good, I think. But, I'm going to be off. See, I go all over the place. And it drives me crazy. What I wanted to say. Yeah, here we go. Number 1. What was that? No, what I wanted to say. Okay. It could be poison in the water. It could be. There's things in our water, especially, from the chemical plants and things like that. They dump it in the river, and then we drink the city water. If you have city water, if you have well water, you're good. But the city water, you think, because I was a sick kid. I had all kinds of crazy stuff when I was a kid. Time on my hands. and you read about stuff, and because I'm reading more now, where I'm not sleeping, I like stay up and read, and I listen to music. I just get tired of TV, you know what I mean? And I watch YouTube a lot because I like to watch real stuff because it's much more entertaining to me than a show. I almost can't watch shows anymore unless it's like American Horror Story or Dexter or Supernatural or yeah, that's really my favorites there. I liked the beginning of what's that, the Bates Motel. I liked it, but it got weird, and then I got confused, and it just got too weird. But I still liked it, and I loved that house. I would love to have a house like that. Would be really neat. See, I'm off on my tangent here. But what if there's poison in the water? What if it does cause aneurysms and strokes? Maybe that would explain things, you know, why a 36-year-old would have a 12% chance of survival. And basically, I remember when I was at Marshall studying, I was a chemistry major, and I remember, you know, I took anatomy, and we had, it was so hard for me, like, because you have to memorize things. I've never had one of those really good memories, but especially now. Now it's like gone. But the brain was always, I was always really fascinated with how it worked, you know, the central nervous system and all the arteries and veins and how they're connected to the nerves and how the brain works and controls everything in your body. And it's just so fascinating that you can injure that part of you, you know, and you can still fight to be normal, you know what I mean? Like, you're not normal, like I'll never be normal, but you can fight to be you, like fight to be your new normal. And it's okay, it's cool that I'm not like I used to be, and you're not like you used to be, and stuff. Like, we're not supposed to be like we used to be, you know. That's all good. I think I've said that a million times, but I say it again. And through life, you're supposed to have life lessons, so that's just like a really hard life lesson. Keep your blood pressure down. Take your blood pressure medicine if you're but I've just from what I've read and been told. But like I said on Reddit, if you're interested in getting some things out there, getting your story out there, that's a really good place to start. And I just put some things out there, and I had an author who's writing a book about what it's like to go through a really bad trauma and then come out on the other side, and how it changes you into a better person, or how it molds you into who you are now. And I traumatic brain injury and things like that, and he found me somehow, and he has wrote books and articles in Washington Post and New York Times, GQ, you know, all these magazines we've heard of. And he's a really good writer. I like the way he writes. I like what he writes about. It's interesting. And you know, we'll see if he uses me for the book. That would be really cool, you know. That'd be neat. And it, you know, like I tried to tell him, I want people to understand that this is not something to not worry about. You know, if it's in your family, if you know someone in your family has had a stroke or a brain aneurysm, just go get an MRI, go get a CT scan, just go get checked out. If you're having a lot of headaches, if you get a lot of migraines, if you have a lot of neck issues and you've never hurt your neck, you know, just different things like that. And I don't want you to have to sit here for 5 minutes and try to think about what you're saying. You know, it's annoying. So if I can stop you from experiencing this and your family going through this and losing almost everything that you have, and you know, not only losing your mind for a while, but you also lose a lot of other things. And it's kind of hard for me to tell you everything, because things to me may not matter as much to things to you or to other survivors that went through the same thing, you know. And we've all had different injuries. We've all had different pieces injured. And it's so complex. And, you know, I might act different one day than to the next. And, you know, which I also, you know, developed some serious mental illnesses from my trauma, but it just a lot of crazy, crappy things. But the point is, there's a lot of us that suffer from mental illness but are too embarrassed to speak up about it after our injury. And, you know, strokes make you emotional. I remember when I first got home, like, commercials would make me cry. Everything made me cry. I mean, I was just a mess all the time. And, yeah, it's hard to be around. It's very hard to be around. And I don't even know, I don't know how my husband did it, but he's a strong man, I tell you. But I'm glad he did. I'm glad he hung in there with me. We're stronger for it. But better together, as I always say. But, you know, you don't want your son to have to see you laying there on the machines, you know. And, you know, even though at the time I thought I was in paradise, you know, I still knew my family needed me. And I fought really hard to come back. And what's crazy is when people would say that, I never took it to heart. Like, I never thought it was serious. But it's a real thing. Like, you really fight. You hear, you know, people, you can hear people even when you're out. You know, you can hear them say things. And so talk to your loved ones if they're laying there and you think they can't hear you. They can hear you. They can feel your presence, you know. And I'm not going to get all nostalgic on you, but I'm just saying it's important, you know. Okay, guys, here's your first saying for looking like a bad mamma jamma. Say, oh shoot, I already forgot. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll remember. Seriously? Okay, I got it. Treat me like a joke, and I'll leave you like it's funny. It's a good one. You're welcome. Just spent 15 minutes looking for my phone in my car while using my phone for a flashlight. There should be a weather app for people with social anxiety that reads, "Today, Walmart will be crowdy with..." There should be a weather app that says, or can say, "Walmart today will be crowdy with a 70% chance of people that you know." And then you won't go. And it'll be okay, because you have a good day. Don't you guys ever wonder, like, what all these people do? What are all these people doing? You know what I mean? Driving around. They just drive up and down the holler, and there's nothing here. You ever wonder that? Like, what are they doing? Like, am I missing something? As you can see, my speed's not very fast. But I'm getting old. You know, that's one of the hardest things I think about life right now, is the fact that I'm aging. And I'm in denial. But I'm determined to get in shape some way, some form. So we'll try exercising. Outdoors is always good. And I love fall time because it's so pretty and cooler, because I can't stand heat. I love the summertime, don't get me wrong. I mean, look at this, it's beautiful. Couldn't get much better than that.